Hello there, fellow Star Wars nerds, and welcome to Unlimited Content, the podcast where two brothers talk about all of Star Wars film and TV in chronological order on the internet as an excuse to hang out more. We're your hosts, Sam and Jack, and this week we're talking about The Clone Wars, Season 5, Episodes 12 and 13, Missing in Action and Point of No Return. Jack! It's more droidy stuff. How you doing?
It's more droidy stuff. We get some wacky episodes. It's been a while since we've had a good set of wacky episodes, and I feel like this arc has really been delivering.
Yeah,
it's been good.
And I looked ahead on what's coming up next, and Star Wars is following the pattern of goofy, silly droid arc, really intense arc. Because remember before because we had the C-3PO and R2-D2 like on the planet with all like the little like the Wizard of Oz people. And the directly before Pong Krell. Remember?
And then we're going into the Maul stuff.
And then Maul shows up next episode.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Maul takes over Mandalore or something. Or Death Watch next episode.
One of those.
Well,
yeah, something like that.
It's been a few years since I've watched this.
Yeah.
But yeah. Some good old wacky droid stuff. I love me some wacky droid stuff. We're gonna get into it. But these episodes are funny. And also I didn't expect anything that was happening in like the last episode. It was fun.
That last episode is I had totally forgotten about that last episode.
I don't think I've ever watched that one because like whenever I watched the Clone Wars, you sent me like the essential Clone Wars arcs to watch just so you get the main plot lines and kind of cuts the fluff out, so you just kind of follow the war and not like the goofy side plots. So this is my first time watching through this arc.
This whole arc?
I think so.
Oh wow.
And I genuinely don't think I knew what was going to happen from it's rare that Star Wars surprises me like plot wise, because it's predictable, but also it rhymes. But yeah, it was. Yeah. You know what else is predictable? Bills.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah,
it's predictable, and yet every time I get caught off guard by it when you talk about it, I'm like, oh no, we're gonna go bankrupt if not for our sponsor, which. As luck would have it, somebody just DM'd me right now.
Whoa.
With a sponsorship opportunity. So we
ladies and gentlemen, y'all here to hear first. We got a brand new, fresh out of the oven sponsor, which is
it's an apt descriptor actually, because this episode of Unlimited Content is brought to you by gas station snacks. Sam, do you have a favorite gas station snack?
I do. Are we talking breakfast or other meals? Because I have
anything.
Because
what got me thinking about it was the other day I was like, I needed to get gas on the way to a friend's place, and I was like, I'm super hungry, but I'm not like, I don't want to stop for a meal. Yeah. So I just went in and got some pistachios because I need something with protein, and then I got a bag of chocolate covered pretzel.
Yum. Love that.
Always delicious. Yeah.
Yes. So I have been being somebody who drives a car for a living. I go to gas stations a lot, and I have lots of breakfasts and lunches and bathroom breaks at usually Quick Trip, which Quick Trip has some of the best gas station food. It's not Buc-ee's. Let's be real. It's not Buc-ee's, but this is Kansas City. We don't have Buc-ee's yet.
Buc-ee's is a separate level. Also, it's like it's like walking to a Walmart as opposed to walking into a gas station. It's a different vibe.
Yes.
So I feel we're not sponsored by Buc-ee's. We're sponsored by random ass whatever gas station in the middle of nowhere. With one guy working the counter.
Yeah, but if we're talking just like road trip snack of just like the rando gas station middle of nowhere. My go-to for a long time was, and it was also the same as my like all-nighter in college snacks. They're very similar. It was Dr. Pepper and a Reese's Fast Break. Do you have a Reese's Fast Break?
I'm aware of it. Obviously,
it's like a Reese's Snickers.
Had one.
It's like
that sounds really good. I need to try one of those.
It's good. But also a big fan of just nacho Doritos. Those are like just the red bag classic nacho cheese Doritos.
Classic. Yeah.
But if we're talking like Quick Trip snacks, because Quick Trip has hot food.
Level up. Yeah.
Quick Trip's got hot food, so they got really good donuts. They got good like coffee and mochas and stuff for breakfast. They also have these like I mean, on like they're like hot dog roller things that they have in there.
Yes.
So they have taquitos.
Yes, I was gonna say the taquitos. Yeah.
They have really good breakfast taquitos, which I think is my favorite breakfast food from Quick Trip. But they don't have that as often as they have like, it's like they're like, because they have corn dogs that are basically just like pigs in a blanket, but like a hot dog wrapped in cornbread. So like it looks like pigs in a blanket, but it's like a full-size hot dog wrapped in cornbread. So there's no stick. You just
like a corn dog.
It's a corn dog, but there's no stick.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But they have the same kind of thing, but the breakfast version is a blueberry pancake wrapped around a breakfast sausage.
That sounds incredible.
It's really good. It's really good.
I gotta try that. Yeah. Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
It's very good. My go-to snack for like the last couple times I've done road trips, like up to Dallas and back, I get a big bag of white cheddar Cheez-Its.
Ooh.
They're very good. Yeah, they're Cheez-Its, but they're they taste a little bit different because they're white cheddar and they have like a little bit of a seasoning powder on them, so they're a little bit more flavorful and strong and nice. Yeah, those are delicious. Those are definitely my go-to.
Yeah.
I also occasionally like those like sort of parfait pudding cups they have sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like layers of pudding and Oreo or pudding and what do you call it?
Fruit?
The vanilla wafers and banana and stuff, like, things like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, such a delightful land of overpriced but somehow still delightful food.
Yeah. I also I'm a big fan of Gardettos too. You ever had Gardettos? Like, it's,
I don't think I've ever had Gardettos.
It's like Chex Mix but fancier.
Oh,
and like not really fancier. Okay. It's just like Chex Mix. I think is just like a cheap imitation of Gardettos.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to our sponsor, Gas Station Snack Foods, or just Gas Station Foods in general, really, for sponsoring this episode of Unlimited Content.
I had lunch at a gas station today. I had a slice of pepperoni pizza from Quick Trip. It was good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it decent?
It was not a bad slice of pizza.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I feel like pizza is pretty hard to get to fail at pizza.
It's hard to mess up pizza.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like there's some movie theater pizzas like nowadays they're usually pretty good because either you go to a dine-in place like an Alamo Draft House or you at an AMC they have actual Pizza Hut pizza now instead of
Is it really?
Yeah, you go to I think, or maybe it was Cinemark. I think me and the family during I'm gonna say Thanksgiving break we saw Wicked Part 1 at the Cinemark there. And at what used to be Vista Ridge Mall and is now I think Music City Mall,
which no one has ever associated Louisville with music. I don't know why.
I think Music City is just the name of the mall brand that they're now a part of. It's like a chain or something. I don't know. It's weird.
But when I hear Music City, I just think Nashville.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think of Louisville or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, at the Cinemark there, they had you could get personal sized Pizza Hut branded pizzas at the concession stand. Super overpriced, obviously, because it's movie theater pizza. But
yes. But
I feel before that, if you go to most movie theaters, or at least when we were growing up going to movie theaters, if you were to get a pizza there, it's a tomato sauce slathered over a burnt tortilla is kind of what it tasted like. Yeah. It was that was bad pizza.
And it definitely came out of a microwave.
Yeah. No, So I think movie theaters have generally upped their game, so that's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Sam, what are you even up to? What are you even watching or listening to or playing or reading or licking?
Licking. Ooh.
Well, I guess we already covered that, didn't we?
Well, I don't really lick.
You don't lick your food every time before you eat it?
I mean, if it's ice cream, like an ice cream cone, sure. Beyond that, not really. I've been watching up until tragically yesterday, Dragon Ball Super a lot. Mm-hmm. It's become my comfort show, but they took it off of Hulu yesterday.
No!
And I was up late the night before, watching it just as I was falling asleep in bed, just gonna watch it on my phone. It was part 1 of a season finale, I think. I was Because like it was like a big old plot twist at the end. I mean, that's how every single episode of Dragon Ball anything goes. It's like big.
There was
fight,
a
big fight,
plot
big
twist
fight.
in Dragon Ball.
Twist. I know.
What?
But it
there
looked
was
like
a cliffhanger in a Dragon Ball.
But it looked like they might have actually beaten the bad guys in like. When it was like the tides had just turned, is like next time on Dragon Ball Super, and it was like okay, it's 1:30 in the morning, I should sleep, and then I go to sleep, and then the next day on my lunch break, I'm sitting in the car eating my Raisin Canes and pull out my phone, open up Hulu, and Dragon Ball Super is gone.
No,
I know.
Disaster.
It's very sad. I was very invested in this dumb show that came out 10 years ago. Yeah, I'm sad. Yeah, because it came out in 2015, I think, which that was 10 years ago. Gross.
I'm just gonna check real quick to see. Well, what is it on streaming?
It's on Crunchyroll.
Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, it's on Crunchyroll. And okay, I was gonna say it's on Prime, but it's not. It says watch similar TV shows on Prime. That's not helpful.
Yeah,
advertisement. No. Anyway, yeah, it's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay for Crunchyroll, but I might pay for the DVDs. So
nice.
But that's not really helpful for watching on my lunch break. But I never historically watched on my lunch break before. It was usually like I get home from work, I shower, I do some tidying up around the house, and then like I have a big bowl of cereal and sit on the couch and watch Dragon Ball for like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's been my...
You could... if you were looking for some free Dragon Ball content, you could listen to World's Strongest Podcast, co-hosted by my friend Thomas Weitzel.
I could do that.
You could. I'm just plugging my friend's podcast here because he's great and you should listen to it if you're into Dragon Ball. And
I'm very much into Dragon Ball. I did today because it was available for Prime overnight shipping, and why not? I was already ordering something for Prime overnight shipping, and like. I want it tomorrow. I got a Goku tank top. I'm excited about it. It's like literally the same as his like orange like tank top.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna ask if it's a picture of Goku on a tank top or if it's his like.
It's his like
outfit.
his orange shirt.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So, but now I have to get jacked and also have long spiky hair instead of really short spiky hair. I currently have basically no hair right now.
Currently, you have a shaved. Yeah, you came on. You've got less hair than I've ever seen you. Not ever. I've seen you with this little hair before.
Yeah, this is as short as it's ever been. On a whim. So my hair. It was a very impulse decision, but like it's hair. I don't care.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
Yeah, it grows back really fast. But I only get 1 day off a week right now in how my job is set up. Hopefully that's changing soon, but until it does, I have 1 day off a week. I really need the haircut, and I didn't want to like burn half a day going to like Great Clips or Sports Clips or something, because like you can't just like start your day with a haircut. Like they don't open until like lunchtime, or like 10 o'clock or something, and I have clippers, like actual hair clippers, and I was like, you know what? I wear a hat at work like 90% of the time anyway, and I think I look good with a buzz cut, so I just put the 1 on there, and yeah, so it's down to a 1, so my hair is 1/8 of an inch long. The hair on my chin is longer than the hair on the top of my head, which is fun.
True. Yeah. If you turned your head upside down, it would look still kind of like a person.
It would look like an upside down person, yeah.
Shut up. Anyway, yeah, no, it looks good on you.
Thanks.
Yeah, you've always been able to pull off the short hair look.
Yeah.
So, and the beard helps too.
It does, yeah. The beard and the pierced ears and the aviators, I think it all kind of looks good. It's a good look. I'm a fan.
It congeals.
It does.
Yeah. It gels.
Yeah. I look like your average millennial who's at a brewery on a Saturday afternoon. Like that is the vibe that I just give off apparently. But
you're blending in.
I am. But yeah, Dragon Ball Super is kind of all the fun stuff I'm doing. I have not been doing much listening to any D&D podcasts or anything like that. I've kind of taken just a little hiatus. I think I went a little hard in the paint on binging Dimension 20 So I think
Sure.
I'm giving my brain a little rest. And also, it's the start of a new presidential administration. The president's been the president for like a week and a half, and all of my politics podcasts are popping off right now. So I've been listening to a lot of those.
Gotcha.
So I've listened to Some More News, and
yes,
which you turned me on to. Thank you very much. It's very funny and cathartic. I love it. And Breaking Points with Krystal and Saagar is my like political analyst-y kind of Washington Insider Baseball kind of show. It's really good, like right and left kind of show. Like there's somebody who's like, Krystal she's on the left and hates Democrats, and Saagar's on the right and hates Republicans, and they're like the two hosts. It's great.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so like very like non-traditional, kind of independent kind of show. I like it a lot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's kind of been all that I've been doing, because I've been working a lot, and anytime that I'm not working, I'm usually just building Legos with Marion or watching Dragon Ball, and that's kind of been my life. So yeah, it's nice outside though today. It got up to 65 degrees, which is 2 weeks ago we were snowed in, so this is awesome. I'm very happy.
Cool. Yeah. Especially somebody who works outside, I imagine.
I know. I, after work, like went and bought shorts, because I don't have any shorts that fit me anymore, because I've lost 50 pounds.
You lost all that weight during the winter.
I did. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, none of my shorts fit. So I like literally like went and got like a t-shirt and a couple pairs of shorts, because like I'm going to need these really soon all the time. So yeah, that's what I did. That's all I've done today. What about you, Jack? I've kind of rambled, and I'm mostly
No, it was. Listen, I think it's been better than most of our rambles.
Hey,
so
I'll take it.
Like, I feel like I feel like we've been making good time. Like we're less than a half hour in, and we've already covered so much. You know,
shoot dang.
Yeah. Speaking of, you were talking about D&D and kind of getting like a little D&D'd out, or like, you know.
Yeah,
Dimension 20'd out, or just, you know,
I will come back.
Hiatus. Exactly.
My brain needs to breathe a little bit.
Yes, so I've had a similar experience a few times with Critical Role. I've listened to campaigns 1 and 2 and most of 3 for Critical Role, and also some of their other like spin-off things. Love Critical Role, but yeah, usually the way it works is I'll like binge it for, I don't know, maybe a few months, and then I'll like hit a point where I'm just like, I've lost interest for a little bit, or I get distracted by something else, or it's just like there's an episode that's like feels really long or kind of like a slog, and I'm like, oh, you know what, I'll just take a break for this and I'll come back to it, and then I eventually catch up again. So right now Critical Role is in the ending, they're near the end of campaign 3. The last episode that I was on of campaign 3 was like episode 73, something like that. That's where I stopped, and I've been meaning to get back into it.
That's so many episodes.
Yeah, and Critical Role is an unedited podcast, by the way, an unedited show. So each episode is anywhere from like 3 to 4.5 hours long on the longer end.
Good lord!
So it's a lot. It can be tough.
That is so much.
Yeah, but it's really good. I just need to, you know, have it like. It's a commitment, obviously.
Yes.
Which is why I was able to get into it during the pandemic, during, you know, a time when it was like I had a ton of time inside by myself, or, you know, just, yeah. I feel like a ton of people probably got into Critical Role and into D&D podcasts in general during the pandemic, because it was just you know, we got to find new ways of filling our time that don't involve going out to places.
Yes.
But yeah, the reason I bring it up, because you mentioned, you know, you're, you know, wanting to, needing a break from it.
Yes.
And I've had a break from Critical Role for a while, and I didn't realize how long. Like the last episode I listened to was like September 2023 or something like that. So it's been a bit. So they are now on episode like 130. And wow. I saw a headline yesterday. They're apparently about to end campaign 3, and the finale is going to be like this week or next week. And the finale episode is going to be 8.5 hours long. which is
you better be making overtime. Listen to that episode. You're going over 8 hours.
They gotta pay me.
Yeah, we're in time and a half territory, man. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah. No, we're in double time territory.
Oh,
I don't know.
You're going over 10 hours. Shoot, dang.
You know, no, that I was like thinking about it as I said that. I was like, no, wait, that's not. There's an actual cutoff that you mentioned that I forgot.
Yeah,
and it's 10 hours.
It's 10 hours is when it gets into double time. Yeah.
Gotcha. Anyway, the point is, so I'm gonna get back into Critical Role at some point, but like, dang, I kind of want to get back and do it just for the sake of being able to watch that 8.5 hour episode because that sounds epic and incredible, and also, oh my god, how am I gonna? How could anybody? How did they?
Do you watch it on like 1.5 speed or something, or like do you just watch it straight?
No, usually not. Usually I watch it straight, but like with, I used to have it on in the background while I'm doing something else, while I'm while I'm eating or while I'm gaming, or it's not usually a thing that I sit down and like just pay sole attention to, and that's the only thing I'm doing.
Yeah, that sounds sometimes mentally exhausting.
It's like listening to a podcast,
Oh yeah,
I mean, it is literally a podcast, so it's like, yeah. So I mean, I'll like, zone out playing a game that like doesn't take a lot of like, it's not like a narrative focused game where I'm like in a part of the game that's not narrative focused, and I'll just kind of be grinding into like that'll be occupying my hands and like one half of my brain, and then like the narrative half of my brain, and like the talking, thinking, speaking part of my brain is occupied with Critical Role in that world.
Yes.
So anyway, I'll get back into it, but gosh, shoot, dang.
That's so much.
I've got so many hours of that to catch up on.
So wait, minimum episode length is like what, 3.5 hours?
I would say minimum 3, but yeah, closer to 3.5.
Cool. Usually, so let's assume 3 because it's easier for math numbers. You said you were on episode 73. Yeah. And they're getting into like almost 140. Right?
130, I think.
130. Okay, so that's 55-ish episodes. 55 times.
So it's like 140, 150, 100 something hours to catch up on.
Yeah.
Not counting the 8.5 hour finale.
No. And that's conservatively like 150 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So
good luck.
Thanks. Yeah. So that's on my radar, and I'm sure I'll get to that eventually.
Yes.
But on a related note, this week I watched a Critical Role other thing, which is there's an Amazon Prime animated series called The Legend of Vox Machina, which is like an animated series adaptation of the first campaign. The third season just finished sometime late last year, I think, mid to late last year. But I had been behind. I had only watched season 1. So then this past week I binged season 2. So I'm just now starting on season 3, and it's very good. It's super good. The animation is fun and great, and it's because Critical Role is it's a D&D podcast by a bunch of professional voice actors. Like, that was the premise, and now they're making an animated series based on that's basically a streamlined, truncated version of the podcast story, but with a big budget and fully animated by like a really good professional.
Do they re-record the audio, like the dialogue?
Oh yeah, no, it's a full production. Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's not.
Yeah.
They don't just like rip it from the episode itself.
No, yeah, it's not episode. It's not like animated segments of the podcast. It's a fully new adaptation of the podcast.
That's cool.
Yeah. So this was several years ago when they first they launched a Kickstarter. With the goal of which being to take one like short arc of campaign 1 and adapt it into like a single episode of TV, kind of. And that was the goal. And then the stretch goals were like, all right, if we make a lot more than this, then we'll like expand it to like a full arc, or we'll do a little bit more, or and their goal was like $1 million. And they reached $1 million in like less than 24 hours, and then ended up making like 17 million total. It was like one of the highest, if not the highest, grossing like Kickstarter campaigns ever. and then Amazon picked it up as a Prime show, and then it got renewed for 2 seasons, and I think there's going to be season 4. I'm not sure. Wow. And then their second campaign is also going to be adapted into an animated series, and so it's nuts. But yeah, it's like, even if you've never seen Critical Role before, it's just a really fun, like, it feels like a sort of a big budget, high quality, like Saturday morning cartoon for adults. With lots of, it's very much like a, swords and sorcery type high fantasy action show. But there's a lot of like blood and gore, and the characters swear, and
love it.
So it's really good. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Because they're all professional voice actors already. All the performances are great, and they also like developed all these characters themselves. And so the people who played the characters in the show in the original campaign are playing them in the show.
Nice.
And they also got all sorts of celebrity voice talent from around the voice acting space and from around Hollywood to come in and do like side characters, and a lot of the like NPCs that originally were voiced by Matt Mercer, the DM. Some of them still are, but a lot of them, they like got their other like celebrity voice actor friends to come in and voice those characters. Or like during the original campaign, they had some of their like voice actor friends come in and like play like temporary player characters as like guests, and then those actors have come back and played those characters in the animated series too.
Cool.
So yeah, it's really fun.
Who are some of the voice actors, any that me or our audience might recognize and appreciate?
Let's see, Gina Torres is a voice. She is hold on, she's you'd recognize her. I'm googling it. I'm just gonna Google Critical Role Legend of Vox Machina cast.
Heck yeah.
Because it'll be easier than me floundering the whole time.
Makes sense.
Okay. Here's one. One of the kind of minor characters is played by Stephanie Beatrice.
No way.
In Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
David Tennant is
what?
A major, like, I think he's a villain in season 1. It's been a while since I watched season 1, so I don't 100% remember. But
wow.
Yeah. So let me see what else. Tony Hale has a guest appearance. Troy Baker, Billy Boyd, who is one of he played Pippin in The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I was like, I know that name.
Mm-hmm. And then a bunch of like, let's see, Dominic Monaghan, the guy who plays Mary in Lord of the Rings, is also in it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Gina Torres. She was Zoe in Firefly.
Okay. Yeah.
Among other things, yeah. Janet Varney, who is Korra in The Legend of Korra.
Nice. That's wild. The David Tennant. That's blows my mind. I love David Tennant so much.
Oh, yeah, amazing in everything, including Star Wars.
He did do a Star Wars.
Yeah. Lance Reddick, who is a voice you would probably definitely recognize.
I know Lance Reddick.
He's yeah. Incredible. The late great Lance Reddick.
Legend.
Incredible. LeVar Burton. Looks like LeVar Burton took over the role that Lance Reddick did after Lance died.
That's cool.
So that's neat. Henry Winkler is in it. I forgot about that. I didn't realize that was
Fonz himself. Love it.
The Fonz himself.
Well, that's really cool, Jack.
Yeah, anyway.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah.
I gotta check that out.
Apparently, Cheech Marin makes one very brief cameo appearance.
Like Cheech and Chong?
Yeah.
Nice.
In like a drug hallucination sequence.
Fitting.
Anyway,
very fitting.
He voices a bear that doesn't usually speak. Anyway,
that's almost as fitting as like that reminds me of one of my favorite little like random movie cameos of all time is in one of the Jurassic World movies. I think it's the first like Jurassic World. All the like velociraptors and pterodactyls are like storming like the main like area in Jurassic World, and it like smashes through like this like restaurant, and you see Jimmy Buffett for like a split second with two like double fisting margaritas and like running away from dinosaurs.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in one of the Jurassic World movies for like 2 seconds holding 2 margaritas.
That's incredible. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Legend of Vox Machina, good show. It's on Amazon Prime if you're interested. And I finished season 2 and I just started season 3, and it's good and fun.
Nice.
Let's see. Other thing, the main thing that's been taking up my time over the last week and a half is I rearranged my entire apartment.
That you did. It looks good.
So usually I used to be okay. So the idea behind me rearranging my apartment was there were 2 main reasons. One is I used to have it so that my desk and my computer and everything, and so my podcast recording setup was in my bedroom, with my bed and everything. And I've been told, and this makes sense obviously, that it's better to have your bedroom just be the space where you sleep, and little else, just to train your brain to be like, this is the place where you go to relax and sleep, and not where you go to work and have your brain on. So it would be good to move my computer out of there. And then the other thing is I just wanted to have my space be more conducive to doing creative work. And I wanted, all of my creative equipment and supplies and space necessary and everything in one place. And so my living room is now where my computer desk is, in addition to my TV and my game consoles and my 3D printer and my pegboard with all my tools and supplies. And I've got like an open space to my right where I can work on physical things. And I've got my entertainment center set up now so that I can easily plug in any of my consoles to my computer to like capture footage if I want to like capture footage for a video or stream on Twitch or something. So yeah, I have spent the last week or so, the last week of January, we're recording this on February 2nd, so trying to get my apartment set up in such a way that I can really just build momentum this year in terms of doing creative work, because I have a lot of projects that I want to do, and I feel like I didn't realize until I was done, until I started rearranging, how much friction the way my apartment used to be arranged was creating for me. Like how much like difficulty there was in terms of like, all my digital computer stuff was in my bedroom, and then if I wanted to do anything with my 3D printer or do anything like that required a larger amount of space, I needed to move into the living room, and things were also just not arranged in such a way that was like super efficient, so there wasn't a lot of like open floor space if I wanted to like have room to like, I don't know, do something bigger, assemble furniture or whatever. And now I'm like, everything's where it needs to be, like furniture wise. I moved every single like major piece of furniture in my apartment except for my bed. My bed stayed in the same place, but everything else moved. So the way it's set up now is my living room is my computer desk, my entertainment center, my shelf with all my games on it, my shelf with my like Lego sets and board games and figurines and things, and a like folding table that I have that just kind of acts as like a temporary storage space that I'm trying to get away from using it as that. And then in my bedroom is my bed and my reading chair and my bookshelf and my record player and my guitar. So nice. I'm looking forward to my bedroom being like a low energy sort of like, this is where I go either to sleep or to do stuff that's like, chill, unplug, zone out place, where I can, instead of being in front of a screen or, having, 800 tabs open, either literally or figuratively, I can sit and listen to a record and read or play guitar, practice guitar, something like that, and have that be kind of the low energy chill space. Whereas out here is like, okay, I can do my creative work and execute on ideas.
You're doing
and stuff
area.
As friction as possible.
This is
yes,
get stuff done.
Exactly. This is the workshop. This is the get stuff done.
Yeah.
Place. So very satisfied with the way that it's turned out. I'm like 90% there. I'm mainly what I spent the last couple days doing is reorganizing and basically taking all the things that I like took off of shelves and putting them back on shelves, or taking stuff that's like been sitting out in piles and finding an actual place to put them. Doing the last 10% of making this a livable space. It's functional. It's just still messy. Essentially, is the state that it's in right now. But I am very satisfied with the way that it's going, and I'm excited to use it. I think the last step is not letting this last 10% of organization and tidying and everything get in the way of actually using this space to do stuff, as opposed to letting the project of rearranging my apartment become the project that takes over everything else.
Yes.
Like, I want to do stuff and not like there was a purpose to this, and the purpose is not to fiddle with things until they're absolutely perfect, because no space ever is, and that would just get in the way of me doing the things that I actually want to do.
Sure.
So anyway, yeah, that's mostly what I've been up to. Like most of my free time has been spent doing that, when I'm not like eating and therefore also watching The Legend of Vox Machina. I've been rearranging or cleaning or making the occasional trip to IKEA to buy, like, I got some drawers for this shelf, this IKEA Kallax unit that I've had for a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've got below me. So the way I've got it set up is I've got kind of an L shape. I've got my computer desk, and then like right up next to my computer desk along the wall, I've got the Kallax unit on its side, and it's like a 2x4 unit of square shelves essentially. And I've got like a couple of the boxes, a couple of the cubes are I've got books that are all related to like creative work and game development and things like that. So, sort of quick access reference material. And then below that, I've got I went to IKEA and got these, like, you can get sets of like 2 drawers per cube that are like, pull out drawers. And so I've got my drawers in here, and they've got all my cables, my batteries, and my tools, my screwdrivers, my various essentials. And it's just at a glance, at a moment's notice, I can just reach down and grab it, and there it is. And yes, it's been very satisfying putting everything together in the way that I like.
Good.
It's been very good. So
good.
Yeah. And that's what I've been up to mainly. And then I guess gaming wise, I've been playing I got out my 3DS and started playing Mario Kart DS.
Nice.
Just like playing through the trying to get first place in all the circuits and all the difficulties and unlock all the carts, kind of thing.
Love it.
Very fun. So I've been doing that, and then I also started playing Twilight Princess HD on my Wii U, which I've not really touched my Wii U much, just because I don't like, most of the games that are on Wii U are available elsewhere now. Like, you can get them on Switch in like a better version, so there's there's not a ton of reason to use your Wii U these days, unless you're like hacking it and using it for like emulation stuff, and I've got better devices for that anyway. But one of the few things that you can't get yet on the Switch, although these might come to Switch too, I wouldn't be surprised if they do, are the HD remakes of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. And so I have both of those. Yeah, I've
heard rumor that those are going to be like launch titles for Switch 2. It's like Wind Waker HD is like the big one.
That'd be great. I would love that, and I would not be surprised, but also, like, I mean, you know what? I'll buy it. I have it on Wii U already, but I'll probably buy it again because Wind Waker is amazing.
Yeah.
But
do we still have it on GameCube? Do you have it?
Yes, I have it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I have it still. Sam, did you ever play Twilight Princess?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. So Twilight Princess is a game that I've been wanting to play for forever, and I've like started it a few times.
Yeah.
Like
I've heard it's really good. Once. I just never have had the opportunity. I tried Skyward Sword, and that game kind of sucked, and so I didn't.
Skyward Sword's very divisive.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skyward Sword has some great, I think, music and like storytelling, some of the best in any of the Zelda games. The design of the dungeons and of the character designs and stuff are definitely like people have mixed opinions on them. Some people love them and some people are like, this is the worst Zelda.
Yeah,
which I think it's a bit much, but
I don't think it's the worst Zelda. I don't know what I would think is the worst Zelda. Probably Zelda 2 is probably the worst Zelda.
Mm-hmm. Another divisive one, which Zelda 2, even Zelda 2 has its fans, but yeah. That's another one that I want to play at some point, just for the sake of having played it.
I have I have emulated it for like half an hour, and I was like, this is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why we've moved on from this.
Yeah. If you do want to get back into it, I know how you could. I'm
do
aware.
You now? How would I do that?
Because I gave it to you.
It would be on the game lad.
It would be on the game lad, the lad of games, as they call it, as everybody calls it, the lad of games.
The lad of games, yes. All four of us who have one. That was what we call it.
Yes, true. But well, really, I just called it for the first time, but. Anyway, so the reason I bring it up is because I started playing Twilight Princess HD because I have a few friends who love Twilight Princess, and it's like among their favorite, if not their favorite, Zelda game. And I've started it I have it on Wii also. I think I started it initially on GameCube like forever ago when I rented it once or something. And anyway, so I feel like I've played the opening like 5 to 10 hours. Like 3 times already, but now I'm playing the HD version of the Wii U, which is supposed to be the best one, and I'm hoping that it sticks. And I want this to be like the campaign where I actually go through it and play it for real. So I'm not very far into it, but I herded some goats. The first gameplay of Twilight Princess is a mini game where you herd goats.
Wonderful.
So you ride Epona around. And yell at some goats to get them to run into a barn. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I've been up to. I don't think we have any was there any Star Wars related news or anything you want to talk about?
I have some minor personal Star Wars related news.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 things to show you.
Tell me.
Show me. Number 1, I got this little guy right here.
Oh, he's got a Mandalorian N1 starfighter, a little mini Lego set.
Yeah, I didn't realize how small it was when I bought it, but I should have known because it was like $25. And and I looking at the instruction manual. I was like, oh, this is like a my first Lego set kind of Lego set sort of thing. It's like looking at it, it's this is the instruction book. Here, hold these 2 pieces in your hand, and then put them here. Yeah. And it's oh, okay, great.
It's a little bit of the baby version.
It is a little babyish.
Yeah.
But then I haven't had a chance to read it yet. But Max got me for belated Christmas gift. Really apt for today's episode of the podcast.
Star Wars Dark Droids D Squad comic book by Marvel Comics.
Yep. So the blurb on the back. A terrible scourge is corrupting the galaxy's droids. To fight this menace and rescue his best friend C-3PO, R2-D2 must assemble a team of droid heroes, the D-Squad. It's an adventure filled with guest stars from across the galaxy, including special appearance by Chopper from Star Wars Rebels. See R2 battle the murderous BT-1. Witness the psychotic 000 in a showdown with the bounty hunter IG-88. Welcome the return of QTKT. And as D-Squad's mission brings them to the palace of Jabba the Hutt, our heroes take on the malevolent torture droid of EV-99. Will R2's journey lead only to carnage and destruction? Or will he also find love? And it looks... And so QTKT's on there, and also TAC-47's in this as well.
What?
Yeah.
WAC?
WAC, whatever his name is. There he is, right there.
Oh my! Oh, that's great. Yeah. The unsung heroes of the Clone Wars return.
Yes,
that's awesome. You need to tell me how it is once you read it because it sounds super fun.
It looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun. So that's amazing. I think that might be my. I gotta do. My house is a wreck right now, and I gotta do dishes and fold laundry. So that might be my reward tonight after getting that done. Since I can't watch Dragon Ball.
Yang. Curse you, Hulu.
Yep. So that's my Star Wars news.
That's neat.
Yep.
That's super cool.
Yep.
That sounds great. I love that. Yeah, that super appropriate because WAC and QT, KT, and R2 are all in these episodes.
In the original D Squad.
Oh, is that what they're called? Is that it's this theory? Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember if D Squad is what this. That's what the current one was called.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay. So it's literally that's awesome. Yeah, I love that.
So it's like a continuation of what we're doing now.
Do you think Colonel Meeber Gascon is going to be in it?
I'm gonna look at like the first 2 pages and see if I see him, and then we'll go. Let's see.
Colonel Meeber Gascon.
I'm not seeing him, but the start of it looks like it's kind of like like a record scratch. Like, I guess you're wondering how I got here. It's just R2-D2 floating in space.
Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Says R2-D2. Well, all right. I guess that means it's time for us to get into our main segment, Sam. You think so?
Indeed.
Indubitably. These are some fun episodes. I feel like the first half of this arc was like super weird, and the second half is more like fun.
It's like, we're getting more engaging,
exciting way.
And also, we got some surprise new character introductions that I'm excited.
Yes,
I didn't realize that this is where this character came from, which is exciting.
Meeber Gascon.
All right. So the first episode of the second half of this arc is called Missing in Action. And the moral is, a soldier's most powerful weapon is courage. And it takes place in 20 PBY. 20 PBY. And impenetrable defense. Stranded on a secret mission for the Republic, Colonel Gascon and his intrepid droid squad successfully steal an encryption module from a separatist ship. During their escape, our heroes crash on an outer rim planet of Abafar and find themselves stranded in the strange wasteland called the Void. Now, after surviving against all odds, our heroes must find a way home and deliver the encryption module to crack the separatist code and stop an enemy attack. D-Squad has arrived in the seedy town of Pons Ora. Colonel Gascon and WAC 47 enter a diner for some refreshment, while the Astromechs perform reconnaissance around town to look for hostiles. But upon announcing themselves, Gascon and WAC, not Gak and Wascon, I almost said that, are rudely...
Colonel Wascon!
Yeah. are rudely shooed out by the diner's cook, Borkus. Great Star Wars name. Great Star Wars name.
Yeah.
Borkus. Also, I love how this the owner of this diner is just racist to droids and also frog people.
Yeah, he is the most cartoonishly villainous diner owner I think I've ever seen in a piece of media.
Oh my gosh, so amazing.
He does like an evil, like maniacal laugh later too, like
while completely bound and tied up on the ground, left alone in his closed diner.
Yeah.
All right.
Very silly.
Yep, very, very silly. All right, WAC takes Gascon to the side of the diner where a swarm of bugs are scurrying towards garbage. Though disgusted at the thought of eating leftovers, Gascon sees no alternative before he can take a bite. A human dishwasher named Gregor steps out of the diner to throw out the garbage, accidentally hitting Gascon. Apologizing for his mistake, Gregor offers him some food on the side. However, Gascon stares at Gregor and identifies him as a clone trooper. Gregor apparently has no idea what a clone is and is forced to return to work. Gascon and WAC then rendezvous with the Astromechs, who confirm the presence of separatists on Abafar. After his shift is done, Gregor asks Borkus what a clone is. The Celestin vaguely says that the clones fight in a galactic war and tells Gregor to forget about it, reminding him that it was he who found him. A Celestin. I didn't realize that was that was the name of the species. They're from Celest. Cool. Because that's what he's the same species as Niennub, right?
From the original trilogy? Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. Though Gregor still appreciates his help, he asks how he arrived on Abafar. Borkus avoids the question, telling Gregor to go home and never mention the word clone again. Meanwhile, D-Squad finds a heavily guarded landing field with a Rho-class transport shuttle. Though Gascon insists they discreetly make their way to the shuttle, the droids point out the Separatists may be on the lookout for them after their adventure on the Dreadnought. As a head-on attack would be suicide, Gascon decides to enlist Gregor's help. D-Squad locates Gregor's apartment and gets his attention by having R2 project a hologram of Captain Rex. They explain to him his true origins as a clone, meant to fight for the Republic. Gregor is hesitant to believe them, saying he's lucky that Borkus is paying off his rent. Gascon corrects that he's Borkus' slave. As Gregor has amnesia, Gascon has R2 read the identification code on Gregor's wrist, revealing him to be a commando clone. He had been presumed missing in action in the Battle of Serish, one of the Republic's most devastating military defeats. Recalling vague memories of the battle, Gregor agrees to assist D-Squad. They then go searching for his equipment, unaware that Borkus is watching them. They go to Borkus' diner, only for the Sullustan to come to them, revealing he has Gregor's gear. Gregor demands to know why he withheld the truth from him. Borkus said he didn't care and reminds Gregor owes him a life debt. The clone retorts that he made him a slave and demands his gear. Borkus gets the drop on Gregor, but the droids tie him up. As the D-Squad prepares to leave, Borkus pleads Gregor not to leave him, but he refuses. Borkus then reveals that the Separatists plan on blowing a Republic cruiser in orbit with the Rhydonium fuel they mined. He says that they'll never escape and will be begging him for a job. At that point, he maniacally laughs. It doesn't say that in the thing.
That's true.
But it's just, he is fully tied up by R2-D2, laying on the ground as they walk out of the diner, and just cartoonishly maniacal laugh. It's beautiful. D-Squad returns to the landing zone, confirming that Borkus was telling the truth. D-Squad unanimously agree to save the cruiser. Gregor provides cover fire for Gascon and the droids as they make their way to the shuttle. However, the battle droids spot D-Squad and open fire on them. A stray shot hits a Rhydonium canister, knocking down BZ and Gascon inside him. The colonel tells WAC to leave him, an order that the pit droid quickly complies with. That was very funny. He's like, save yourself!
Go on without
okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah. He's like, okay, I'll bye.
However, Gregor comes back for him and stays behind to cover their escape. The Gascon and R2 insist they can save him. Gregor promises he will return home. As the Separatists surround him, Gregor shoots nearby canisters, causing massive explosions. As their shuttle departs Abafar, Gascon promises that Gregor's sacrifice will not be forgotten, and they will watch for his return. End of the first episode.
Yeah, so Gregor is in this.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, like, Gregor had, like, I mean, it makes sense that he, like, was a character from the Clone Wars in somewhere, because we see him in Rebels a lot.
Yes.
With, like, Rex's ragtag group of clones.
Yeah, Rex, Gregor, and Wolf are all together on in the middle of nowhere, wherever that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like on an old, like, clone transport that walks slowly, and they're like fishing for what is Jupa beast or whatever, the big sand creature.
Yeah. And
they're kind of living on a, like, it's kind of like three old guys living on a boat together.
It's exactly what it is, and it's hilarious. And if there were anyone in Star Wars that I would, like, want to just, like, live life with, it would be those three dudes, just, like, on that ship, because that just sounds like a riot. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, so this is the first appearance of Gregor, who comes back. So the next time we saw him was in
spoilers.
Yeah, he does not die.
Who did not die?
Even though who did not die? Tiny Tim, who did not die. He comes back in Rebels as a major, like, side character, and also he comes back in the next time we'll see him is in the Bad Batch, because he does come back in the Bad Batch. We see him there. Yeah, like season 3, I want to say, because he's basically recruited to, like, train new, like, stormtroopers, essentially, and realizes, actually, this is bad. The Empire kind of sucks.
These are the bad guys. Oops.
Yeah. Yeah, and also this, like, him, like, blowing up here is kind of what makes him a little bit crazy. because he's kind of a
oh yeah, he's a little off his rocker a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, this was a super cool episode for a number of reasons, but like mainly because of Gregor. And like I love the idea of a clone who got amnesia and then like is in the middle of nowhere and then, you know, teams up with a random like motley crew ragtag group of droids and this little alien guy. It's just such a weird but like fun premise for an episode. And we get to see him in his armor too, which by the way, he's a clone commando, which is super cool.
Very cool.
We haven't. Yeah, I thought that maybe this was the first appearance of clone commandos in the Clone Wars, but I was wrong. Apparently, we see them in an earlier episode, but I feel like this is the first time we really see them. Like, we see one in action and be like, because the clone commandos they were introduced in a book initially, and then they were made famous by a video game called Star Wars Republic Commando.
Yeah,
and they're just like they look like clone troopers, but like bigger and beefier and with like glowing blue visors, and they're like supposed to be like the best of the best essentially. I think the Bad Batch are technically a group of clone commandos, but like specialized commandos, because they look different. But yeah, it was super cool to like see him go from like, you know, timid dishwasher on this random backwater planet to remembering who he is, putting on his armor, and then like single-handedly taking on an entire battalion of battle droids and exploding that whole like base, and just seeing him like just being a really cool good soldier and doing cool like just sniping guys left and right and blowing up canisters, and I don't know, it was just a cool action sequence. I love a like one super duper capable guy taking on a huge force of enemies. It was almost comical how quickly he just snapped back into being a clone commando, because like he's like, I remember now.
Yeah, because like he went from like Borkus like pinning him to the ground to like 20 minutes later like he's back full clone commando, like just taking out an entire squadron of battle droids like with just a handgun by himself. Like
incredible.
It's
so cool. Also the aesthetic of this episode is super interesting. Like, you know, it's a continuation of like what we saw last time with like with Abafar, just this planet being really weirdly like everything's very starkly white, and then the sky is like a kind of a strong orange color. And we just get some really cool shots of like the contrast of those, and like I think that specific visual of like those colors is taken pretty directly from some Ralph McQuarrie art.
And also the design of like the town itself. I think R2D2 actually pointed this out, and when he's talking with WAC, but like that like he said it reminded him of Tatooine. I think because it looks a lot like Mos Eisley, just in design. It just looks like like a whitewashed Mos Eisley.
Backwater town with a main street and like a bar. Exactly. There was a line in this episode that stood out to me just because I thought it was funny, where Colonel Gascon is saying something like, they put me on this mission because I'm an organic being and I know how to improvise, and you know, I can adapt and have multiple strategies, and you guys are droids and you can't adapt. And R2 says something, and then WAC like relays it and says, yeah, R2's right. We might not be able to adapt, but that's because we're programmed to get it right the first time. I was like, good one.
Got him.
Got him. Yeah.
Oh,
anyway, that was cool.
Right.
So,
yes, are you
nice
ready?
to get to see Gregor, and we'll see him again eventually.
Maybe someday
in the Bad Batch. Maybe someday. Yeah. Magic conch.
All right. Oh hell.
No, that was a different episode. That was we already have an episode of the podcast titled "All Hail the Magic Conch."
We did.
Do you remember? Yeah, it was the Water Wars. The Gungan episode.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
All right, here we go. The final episode of this arc is titled "Point of No Return." The moral is: you must trust in others, or success is impossible. An abundant events. Mission accomplished. Colonel Gascon and his droid squad steal an encryption module needed to crack a separatist code and stop an impending attack on the Republic. After surviving the void and escaping the hostile planet of Abafar, our heroes finally appear to be headed in the right direction. D-Squad docks with a Venator-class Star Destroyer in orbit of Abafar. The droids are confused as to why the ship's hangar blast doors are closed, and at the lack of crew presence, Colonel Meeber Gascon dismisses their concerns. Upon arriving on the bridge, however, they discover that the clone officers are merely holograms. Suddenly, the ship jumps to hyperspace, and it comes to light that the ship has, in fact, been commandeered by Confederacy droids. D-Squad escapes the bridge and evades their pursuers in the hangar control room. WAC 47 uses the body of a fallen droid to send the pursuers in the wrong direction, which I love that.
It's a great
I love
bit.
anytime there's
great bit.
It's a great bit. Anytime they use the body of like a dead droid to like to puppet it as like just a little like no they went that way. Like
the fact that it works is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Roger. All right. D-Squad then takes note of a device in the control room, which R2-D2 identifies as a bomb trigger. As the hangar blast doors open to reveal rows of Rhydonium canisters, it becomes clear that the Confederacy intends to use the Star Destroyer as a way to destroy the vessels of the Republic Navy. However, Gascon has no intention of stopping them, wanting to get off the ship as soon as it exits hyperspace. As D-Squad makes its way back to the hangar, R2 spots a rabbit droid spying on them and captures her. Upon bringing his captive to present to the squad, the rabbit droid identifies herself as BNI-393, nicknamed Bunny. She reveals that she and surviving Republic droids have been in hiding on the shuttle in hopes that D-Squad would take them off the ship, as none of them are designed to pilot a shuttle. D-Squad then asks as to the Confederacy's target. Bunny admits that she only knows that the Star Destroyer is bound for a space station in the Carida system. Gascon panics, identifying it as the location of the Republic Strategy Conference, an event he helped arrange before being assigned to D-Squad. The Jedi Council and high-ranking Republic officers will be there, and if the Confederacy succeeds, they could cripple the war effort. However, they cannot send a warning because all communications are being blocked. Before they can decide on their next course of action, Gascon spots a buzz droid spying on them, and they all give chase. They chase the buzz droid to one of the gun batteries, only to be greeted by a whole swarm of them.
Okay.
R2 manages to create a...
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
This was so scary. Like, it was creepy. Like, I love
more buzz droids than we've ever seen in one place.
I loved how they used the buzz droids in this episode. Because it was just like just creepy crawly, but like also just like swarming, menacing, like little like cockroaches with buzzsaws. Like, it's terrifying.
Yeah. It's an entire hangar filled with buzz droids, and it's so scary. And then R2, of course, being ingenious and smart as he is, flies around and like shoots out a bunch of oil and then sets it on fire to create like a ring of fire around them to sort of, haphazardly protect them from the buzz droids for a second. All right. R2 managed to create a ring of fire around his friends to keep the buzz droids from getting at them, but he cannot take out all of them because there are too many. M5BZ then races to the airlock controls. Everyone quickly magnetizes their feet to the deck to avoid being sucked out, but BZ isn't so lucky and is sucked out into hyperspace along with the buzz droids. R2 quickly closes the airlock. Gascon then gives a short speech promising that they will not let BZ's sacrifice be in vain by stopping the separatists. This was it's a silly arc, but it's also real sweet to kind of see how these like this wacky set of characters and like especially like Admiral Gas, like they all kind of band together and sort of learn to trust and just band together and work as a team. And Gascon in particular is like at the beginning of the arc is very dismissive of droids, but by this point he's like, no, we're fellow soldiers, and he has like developed respect.
Yeah, like he's literally eulogizing a droid. Like at the end of the side. Exactly.
Yeah, which droids is people's too.
Droids is people's too.
Droids is people's too. All right, Gascon comes up with a plan for D-Squad to escape on the shuttle while R2 reprograms the trigger mechanism to detonate prematurely. But their plan is hit with complications as a super tactical droid goes to arm the detonator while battle droids pursue D-Squad. Gascon and U9C4 draw their fire while R2 tussles with the super tactical droid. As everyone gets on the shuttle, Gascon refuses to leave R2 behind, but WAC initiates liftoff. There's a funny moment where Gascon's like, no, wait, we have to go back for R2. we're not taking off until R2's back on the ship. And then WAC comes over the intercom. He's like, all right, everybody, I'm taking off. Let's go. And then just leaves.
Beautiful.
It was great. WAC initiates liftoff. Ultimately, R2 gets the upper hand and successfully reprograms the detonator, causing the Rhydonium to explode prematurely, destroying the Star Destroyer, but saving the majority of the Republic fleet at Kurita. I just want to say, this is one of the prettiest explosions in Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a weird thing to say, but it's like, it's an entire Star Destroyer, like, yeah, it's a rainbowy explosion, and like, it's, you know, the explosion is initially very contained, and it's just like, the ship itself kind of blowing up, and you're like, oh, that's fine, it's far away. And then like once it's fully exploded, there's like a second like aftershock that just bursts out from it and like buffets all the ships around them, but like not enough to like do any like major damage because it was still far away enough. But it was like, you know, seeing all these particles, these like bits and bobs of this ship just flying all over the place and hitting the sides of the ship, and It was a very cool, very like
nice.
It was a cool, and it was like still the blast was like still powerful enough that it kind of like knocked people over in the command ship where like Anakin and Obi-Wan were. Anyway, I just thought they did a really good job of like, you know, if you set up like, oh, this ship is set to explode, you can't have it end without blowing up the ship. Right.
Yeah.
And I thought they maximized the like cool factor of seeing the ship blow up, so which I appreciate. You know. Okay. Gascon manages to contact the space station, informing Anakin Skywalker of R2's sacrifice. However, Skywalker refuses to believe that his friend is gone. He sends out salvage teams of Tug 314s to scour. I think that was misspelled. To scour the wreckage, who retrieves R2's remains and repair him. This is like, it gave me chills seeing R2 so broken. I was like, oh god. Like, it was like looking at a corpse. Yeah. It was like, oh god.
What have they done to R2? My boy?
Yeah, he was like, his like eyepiece was kind of floating a little bit, and one of his legs was missing, and he was all beat up, and I was like, oh god. He was like floating among the debris, and there was part of me that was like, oh, my heart, R2.
Yeah.
They retrieve R2's remains and repair him. Gascon personally commends R2's bravery and tells D-Squad that he'd be honored to serve with them again. An excited WAC then tells him that D-Squad has been assigned to Gascon's platoon, allowing them to see each other for the rest of the war, much to Gascon's chagrin as he sobs. He doesn't sob with sadness. He like kind of half laughs, and he's like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, it very much seemed like a I'm going to laugh or else I'm going to cry kind of laugh.
Yeah. End of episode. End of arc.
Yay!
It was fun. We got some cool like mystery and action and cool teamwork and new characters introduced and a big explosion and it was a fun episode. It was a really fun final episode of this arc.
Yes. Yeah, big fan.
Meeber Gascon. What a guy.
Jack, do you have a favorite part of this episode?
Did we see him again?
I don't think so.
Of these two episodes, I feel like I think the final sequence on the first episode of these two, when we see Gregor just go all out as a clone commando and take out all those droids, and yeah, that whole action sequence was super cool. I like that a lot.
Yes.
What about you?
I think, yeah, the Buzz Droids was definitely a lot of fun, but I think Gregor's like kind of like heroic sacrifice at the end of the third episode of the arc. That was very, very, very cool. I like that a lot.
So same basically. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. I did like the whole the Buzz Droid sequence though. That was really cool. It reminds me of like in the Mummy with all the bugs, like locusts or beetles or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you just like anytime you see like an Egyptian sort of like something set in ancient Egypt or in like an old pyramid, and there's like a bunch of bugs swarming around. Like that's very much what that felt like. It was cool.
Indeed.
Anyway. MVP. I think Gregor or R2 or who, or I don't know. They're so honestly a bunch of people could be MVP.
BZ.
Oh, because he died.
Yeah, because he actually is the only one who actually died.
That's reasonable. Yeah. So,
I mean, R2 for sure deserves it, but like, BZ's only going to get it
never
once.
going to get another chance.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll give it to BZ. Rip BZ. In the arms of you.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Sarah McLachlan, call us. Okay.
Or don't. I don't know. She'd probably be angry if she called us.
Call us with an angry voicemail.
Do what you want.
Stats. Main character kills. Nobody. No. Yeah. No. There weren't any of those.
There were no deaths.
Lost limbs. Nothing. There was nothing but an organic being. And Wilhelm screams. I didn't hear any. More Star Wars is better Star Wars. How does this episode make the movies and the rest of Star Wars better, Sam?
We get to see R2 being R2. We're introduced to Gregor. And yeah, that's kind of, it's a fun silly arc that introduced a cool character or two.
Yes, I think a fun silly arc that starts very silly and ends very strong.
Yes.
And yeah, just a good arc, much appreciated.
We got some good dumb funny Star Wars. It was good.
We get some good dumb funny Star Wars and some just genuinely good Star Wars near the end. And also we got Gregor, who's a cool character who we'll see later. And just more evidence solidifying how R2 is the best droid.
Yes.
And and Meeber Gascon.
Yeah, he's not in anything else other than this one arc.
Dang it. Come on.
He's in some non-canon comics, but
when are we getting Colonel Meeber Gascon a Star Wars story?
Meeber Gascon.
When are we getting Little Frog Dude? The Star Wars story. Alright. We have...
Oh my gosh. So I'm reading his...
Oh boy.
I'm reading Gascon's Wikipedia page. So in a non-canon Launchpad comic strip sees Gascon during the Clone Wars inspect the members of D-Squad, only to be angered he has been assigned a force composed of rejects. Before Gascon stands Astro Meh, Honky Tonk Gonk, Calculate, and K2H2O. Great droid names.
What a bunch! Oh, that's awesome.
All right,
that's amazing.
I want to see Astro Meh. Oh my gosh, it is. You have to. I need you to.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Launchpad season 7 when he. Oh no, here it is. Honky. Okay, Astro Meh. It's just like. What the? It's R2D2, but with like an eye that's like half shut, so he looks kind of like bored, and he's got like a toupee on.
Yeah, he's got like an emo toupee.
Astro Meh.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna look at the other ones too.
Honky Tonk Gonk is a gonk droid with a cowboy hat.
Calculate is C-3PO with a calculator.
He's C-3PO but his chest is a calculator.
Beautiful. And K2H2O. What do we got? What are we working with? Hold on.
He's a K2SO but with a glass of water for a head.
This is incredible.
Why isn't this canon, huh? Amazing.
This is beautiful.
This is peak dumb funny Star Wars.
It truly is.
I
don't understand why this is not canon.
Well, with that, we have quite the set of voicemails.
So, gang, here's what's gonna happen. Jason, we love you, but you sent us about 10 minutes worth of voicemails. So we're gonna listen to them, and then we will like compile all of our answers to all of your questions, and we won't include your voicemails in the podcast because that's just absurd. But
it's a bit much.
It is a bit much. We love you. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start that, and we'll come back here in a second once we have listened. All right.
Hey guys, this might have to go into the update on Star Wars, like the year, what's new in Star Wars. Today's actually, it's been announced that today's National Hate on Pong Krell Day.
Wonderful. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Every day's National Hate Pong Krell Day. Silly me.
I think we include that one. That one's worth including.
Yeah, we'll include these.
Yeah. All right. So one of the questions Jason asked was, who do we ship in Star Wars? Which, for those who aren't millennials or Gen Z, that's who in Star Wars do we think would make a good couple?
Yeah. Jason said he said two things. He said that he thinks that he would probably ship Padme with anybody except Jar Jar, and that he does not think that Sabine and Ezra would make a good couple. He's against that pairing.
Yeah, I also am against that pairing.
Yeah, they feel more brother and sister.
Yes,
to me than anything, definitely.
And also, I feel in my brain and in my heart that we're gonna, in Ahsoka season 2, I think there's gonna be like a Sabine and Shinhati something going on there. I don't know.
Listen, I would love that.
There was there was chemistry and tension. I saw it. I felt it. I support
I felt it in the cockles of my heart.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like Star Wars doesn't do enough romance stuff generally. Correct. Like they tend to shy away from that stuff for the most part. You know, the most we get is like flirting most of the time.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, the prequels went hardest with like Anakin and Padme, but beyond that we don't get much.
Well, there's Luke and Leia for.
I would not mind seeing more romance like in Star Wars, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, famously Star Wars did not start off on a good note when it comes to romance.
True.
Because our first on-screen hinted romance, they're twins.
Mm-hmm,
yeah, it was not kosher.
She's beautiful. that's one way of putting it. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I think I've said this before, but I want to see more of the the romance between Obi-Wan and Satine.
Yes.
I want to see more of that.
Yes.
In some form, I would love to see that, like that era, that courtship.
You know, the real relationship I want to see more of is with Hondo Ohnaka and Prophet. That's what I want to see.
Exactly.
That's honestly that's all I want out of Star Wars is Hondo and Prophet.
This relationship is no longer profitable. Yeah.
Cool. So this thank God, last voicemail, Jason, we need to have an intervention, man.
It was beautiful and wonderful. I'm glad to have him on the podcast every time he's here. We just can't play all of it because it's a lot.
Yep. We might switch to text questions instead of voicemails. Anyway, so the final question that Jason poses is a fun little game. Basically, we're gonna.
I do like this.
This is a good game. So the premise of the game is Jack and I are going to be putting together two teams of, I guess, Star Wars characters. We'll just say characters in general.
Yes.
And we're gonna have those two teams fight. So we're gonna take turns picking characters, and then I guess we'll just talk out who we think's team would win.
Yes. So he said 5. Do you want to do 5? Because I feel like that's
a lot.
5 would be like.
Let's do 3.
Oh, it's a lot.
Oh,
I was gonna say do more, but let's do 5 then.
Okay, 5. Got it. Cool. Great.
Okay. So you want to go first? You can choose.
We can
first.
rock paper scissors. So you goes first.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
On shoot.
On shoot. Yeah.
Okay.
Rock paper scissors shoot. Rock paper scissors shoot.
Ah!
Rock paper scissors shoot. You hesitated.
I
mean, you would. Anyway,
but there's a delay, so I wouldn't have even known what you. Anyway, all right. Okay, ready? One more time. Rock paper scissors shoot. Oh, shit, you won. Okay,
cool.
You get to it first.
So what I'm picking first. I'm picking Anakin Skywalker.
I mean,
like episode 3, right before fall. Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
Peak Anakin.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the objectively correct first choice, isn't it?
Yes.
Gosh, I think that there's so many options, so many people. I'm gonna go with, because there's so many things to think about, like, because really we're thinking about in terms of like power, like how powerful is the person, and because there are other aspects of a character you can take into consideration, like, you know, how wise are they, how powerful in the Force are they, whatever.
Yeah, but
I think just in terms of like in a battle is what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking this is like Captain America Civil War airport scene style fight.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say Maul from like season 7 Clone Wars. Maul.
Excellent. I will take Ahsoka from the same time.
Damn it. Okay. I mean, we know that who would win in that fight because we've seen it.
We do. I know.
Damn it.
I'm gonna take somebody who lost to somebody in the fight. I'm like, cool, I'll take who won.
Shut up. But I don't know. Maul's cool and he's strong.
He is cool and strong.
I didn't know.
I don't know.
Part of me wishes I could just take the Bad Batch as a whole.
No, you cannot.
Yeah. I will say I'll take Yoda.
Okay. I'm gonna take Din Djarin.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you've got Anakin, you've got Din Djarin, and you've got who?
Ahsoka.
Sorry. Ahsoka. All right. Anakin, Ahsoka, and Din. That's a good combo. So I've got Maul. I've got Yoda, and I'm gonna say like Book of Boba Fett era Boba Fett.
Okay.
I feel like you could beat up Din.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
This is.
You got 2 more.
I know. This might be a little wild card out of left field. Can I take 2003 Clone Wars Mace Windu? Or do we have to be canon?
I think we should restrict it to canon.
Dang it.
Because if we're talking that specific Clone Wars series, everybody's crazy twice as powerful as
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You could take a regular Mace Windu if you want.
I don't want to. Okay. So I got just like brute force, strongest chosen one. I have smart and agile Ahsoka. I have fierce and bounty hunter Din Djarin. So there's some characters I want to take, but I feel like if I take them, like they feel obvious, but like then it wouldn't be a fun fight. I don't know. It's just based on who we have right now. But so I'm not going to.
Okay. Coward.
Do we just do it? Because I'll do it.
Well, who is it? Who are you thinking?
Obi-Wan.
I mean, yeah. I was thinking Obi-Wan, but I feel like at least in terms of sheer, like, Obi-Wan's obviously one of the most skilled Jedi, but he's in terms of power, he's fairly underpowered when it comes to like
right.
You compare him to like.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have Anakin and Ahsoka already, so of the 3 of them as a team.
Damn it! Yeah, that's
insane.
True. That is kind of
So I'm not gonna take him. I'm not gonna take Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Because I want to keep this interesting. I will take Luke though. Luke from Mando era Luke.
I assumed. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take Pong Krell.
Fuck you.
just absolute beast, like super strong, like muscle wise,
you took
and
Jedi
in terms
Hulk.
of the Force.
You took Jedi Hulk.
Yeah, I know I did. You were talking about obvious answers. I'm taking Pong Krell. I'm gonna take Jedi Hulk. Yeah, Jedi Hulk. He's Jedi Smart Hulk basically. He's evil Jedi Smart Hulk.
Okay, I have one more left.
With 4 arms.
I know. Yeah. I have one more. Thrawn.
Oh, damn. Master strategist.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And aerial support.
You can't be like, yeah, Thrawn gets his freaking fleet. No, we're talking about individual characters with the things that they would have on them.
Okay, fine.
So
fine. I don't take Thrawn. Fine.
It's Thrawn with the Calicori that he steals with the like little art thing. He just whacks people with it.
Chopper. I take Chopper.
I was gonna say R2. So yeah,
there we go.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you've got Chaos Droid, but I've got I've got the chosen one of droids. Basically,
you do have the chosen one of droids. Yeah.
So. All right, so our final teams are what? What's yours, Sam? So you're Anakin, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Din, and Chopper.
I don't have Obi-Wan.
Oh, right. You chose not to Obi-Wan. Okay.
Who did I choose? So
you choose Anakin, Ahsoka, Din,
Chopper, and
Luke.
Luke, that's right.
You said Luke. Yeah. And I got Maul,
Yoda.
Yoda, Boba Fett from Book of Boba Fett era, Ponkrell, and R2. I feel like I feel like in terms of like brute strength, I probably win out, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I would win.
Yeah, like because I feel like Din is gonna take like a sniping position, and he could probably eliminate Ponkrell.
Maybe, but like Ponkrell is like he took out like 20 clones, right? Many of whom were shooting from a distance. Some of them shot from a distance, and he has 4 arms with which he can wield 4 double-bladed lightsabers and block shit from all angles.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. But I feel like Anakin and Ahsoka could definitely take out Ponkrell.
I think so. Yeah, that's probably true. But that's
two of my characters taking out one of yours.
Yes. You have to consider that I also have Maul at like top of his game, Maul. And then
you're not beating me on this, are you? Crap.
I also have Yoda.
You do have Yoda.
Like just the combination of Ponkrell and Yoda together, I feel like is pretty unstoppable.
That's deadly. Yeah.
Like you have all of the like, most of like the objectively like best characters in terms of strength and skill. Like you've got Luke and Anakin, and you've got like height of her powers, like Clone Wars era Ahsoka. All great characters, obviously.
Yes.
Chopper would just wreak havoc. That's interesting though. Like a Chopper v R2 fight. Like what would that look like? Like I feel like Chopper would go ham, and then R2 would like be smarter about it and like win.
Yeah. But I think Chopper would, before that would happen, would do enough sabotage elsewhere to cause enough chaos to throw some people off kilter.
Agreed. Yeah, that makes sense. Part of me wishes I had gotten Jar Jar in here just so we could have his uncanny abilities.
His drunken master styles and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My 6th is Colonel Meeber Gascon.
Yeah. Ooh, can we have let's do like a funny 6th one who's like not gonna add anything, but just would be hilarious. Just who would we most want to just like comic relief watch in this fight?
Yeah. It's recency bias, but part of me wants WAC in here.
WAC would be fun. So would Meeber Gascon. I've got it. Moralo Eval. Moralo Eval. He would be good.
Yeah, just seeing him like just fumbling around.
Yeah. Or another funny one would be Nubs from Young Jedi Adventures, like the Disney Junior show.
Oh yeah.
He's basically like a little blue Ewok looking dude. Yeah.
Chilling.
Yeah, He's basically a blue teddy bear who is in the Jedi Academy.
He's a Care Bear.
He's a Care Bear. Yeah, he'd be fun.
That's so cool. I also think the little droid guy who Cad Bane has following him around. That guy.
Ah, yes.
Or you know what? No, Astromech.
Yes. I would want those two guys from the Mos Eisley Cantina in A New Hope. They're like my friend doesn't like you. I don't like you either. I don't want those guys.
I don't like you either.
I want those guys.
Okay. Cool. I want the two commentators from the pod race in episode 1 to be commentators.
Yes.
It's Skywalker!
And there goes Ben Quadranero's power coupling.
I think that's a good fight. I would watch that.
I would watch the heck out of that. That'd be fun.
Yeah. That would make a good Star Wars What If. Just like...
Would.
Yeah. When are they going to do that? When are they going to do a Star Wars What If show?
That was kind of Lego Star Wars Rebuilt the Galaxy.
That is kind of what that was, yeah.
Yeah.
True. Well, that was fun. Thanks for the suggestion. I always love a good mini game.
Yeah.
Jason, you come up with good ones, so much appreciated.
Yep.
If you'd like to join the discussion,
text us.
Text one of us. You know us. Just message us or like you can leave comments on Spotify now.
Oh.
You can leave comments on the episodes. So if you have something you want to ask or say, you can leave a comment. And that'll be easier.
Yes.
For multiple reasons. And it'll flow better on the podcast too.
It would flow better. Yeah. Right into the podcast and we'll read your questions on air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to tell us a mini game or something that you disagree with us about or something you want us to talk about, or if you want to tell us that Pong Krell still sucks, feel free. Yeah. We'd love to hear from you.
Indeed.
Join us next time when we will be talking about, oh my gosh, The Clone Wars Season 5 Episode 1 Revival and Season 5 Episode 14 Eminence. We're getting Maul back. More Maul, bro.
More Maul is better Maul. So we only have 2 arcs left in Season 5.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're getting this Maul arc, and then we're getting one of my favorite arcs of television ever.
Oh,
that makes me cry every time.
This is the
Ahsoka Leaves arc.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have thoughts.
It's gonna
about
be
this
heavy.
One. Yeah. I have thoughts about
yeah. It's gonna be
this arc. Thinking about this arc helped me decide to leave church work. So. Yeah.
This arc is one of the most meaningful pieces of television for me personally.
Yeah. I think we should not split it up into 2 episodes.
I was thinking about that too. Yeah, I think we should probably just make one big episode
just watch it straight.
Yeah. So next time we will talk about the Clone Wars Season 5 episodes 1 and 14, and then the episode after that we'll finish up that arc with episodes 15 and 16, and then the episode following that will just be Season 5 episodes 17 through 20, the finale arc of the Clone Wars. What was at one point the finale of Clone Wars, because that's when it was canceled initially. And then we got a shortened Season 6, and then a few years later we got Season 7 finally.
Yep.
The actual ending of Clone Wars. But
yeah, and then
we're getting deep into it.
I know.
So, yeah, but before the end of the year we'll be in Order 66. Gosh, are we going to be watching Revenge of the Sith this year?
Yeah.
We are, aren't we? My goodness.
I mean, here, so we are 18 episodes away from Revenge of the Sith.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and there's some arcs that episode 77 is concurrent with Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, man, we're going to be in Order 66 not too long from now. That's nuts.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody, for this episode of Unlimited Content. Join us next time when we'll be talking about those episodes that I already told you about. And stay in school. Fight the power. Do spice.
Spice. Eat mac and cheese.
Delicious. Eat mac and cheese with that spice.
With that spice.
It'll be delicious.
Oh, yeah.
And cut the chatter and Roger. Bye, everybody. May the force be with you.
Bye.
All right, cut the chatter. Roger.